All right, let's design a everyday carry knife. So I selected sketch here, and I'm just going to lay down a number of rectangles. So when I'm typing right now, the fun thing is I'm going to hit 2. So I'm going to have a 2-inch high knife pommel, and I'm going to hit tab, and I'm going to populate the second field at 1/4 inch and hit enter. This will this is just more of a way to move quickly. You don't need to do this. So I'm going to make this handle 1.5 inches and hit tab. We're going to make this whole piece 4.5. Again, I'm going to do another one of these, and we're going to do 2 inches by 1/4 inch. Now let's design our blade. So I just typed line. You can find it right here. And we'll make this 5 inches and hit enter. And we will make the blade of the knife, the flat part of the blade. We're just kind of picking a number here, 2 inch. That looks kind of good. And then watch this. I can use this spline tool. And what's kind of fun about this is I lay down different points, and then the computer program solves for the shape. I'm fairly happy with that. I think that's pretty good. So we're going to hit finish sketch. And now we're going to extrude. You can push this here, or I just like to hit E. And now we select the profiles. We're going to extrude. Let's see what 3/8 looks like. That seems a little fat to me. So I'm going to drop it down to 1/4 inch and hit OK. So now I want to do a hollow grind. So we're going to come up to sketch, and we're going to sketch on this top surface. So we are going to grab this spline tool and look for the triangle to show up. There's our triangle. So just as before, we're going to drop in a number of points to try to get our concave shape to occur here. We're going to finish sketch, and I'm going to hold the shift key, which allows me to spin this around. Now let's look at our sweep command. Our sweep command needs 2 things. It needs a profile, which is here, and it needs a path, which is here. Here and here. So look at that. So we have a really nice looking bevel here. Now, what's fun about this is since we did this on this side, we can just mirror it on the other side. So what we're going to do here is we're going to jump up, and we're going to do a mid-plane. And mid-plane is kind of nice because it says plane 1. We're going to call it this side. And then look at this. I'm going to spin it around, and we'll pick this side. So now there is an imaginary plane that divides this knife perfectly in half. So what that allows us to do is jump over to the mirror command, which happens to be down here. And so for our mirror plane, we can select this, and we're going to select the feature. And our feature is our sweep. We're going to hit identical. That makes sense. Okay. Now look at that. We have the same work that got copied onto the other side. Now this construction plane is really kind of bogging me down. So let's see if we can hide it. Look at that. So we're going to do a quick save because that's always seems to be a good idea. And we're going to create a new part. So we're going to do a hybrid design here, and we like inches, so that's good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to insert a component. And we're going to pick the knife we were just making, which is we can create parts around this component we just made. We're going to sketch here. Let's grab this 2-point rectangle and look. So I'm going to encourage this without me having to do anything. I'm going to encourage this shape to be made. And look this. So I'm going to finish sketch. And now, look, I can make the scales. So I'm going to extrude this. We are going to make this a 1/4 inch. And we're going to hit OK. So we just made the scale here. And so what's fun about the scale is that I can hit A. Let's see if it's going to let me do this. I'm going to pick a mahogany. Look, I have a mahogany handle on this blade. And you know what? Let's make the contours for the scale now. And so you guessed it, we're going to do a sketch. We're going to grab our spline tool. Oops. You know what? We're going to push P so we can project the geometry there. We're going to do our spline tool. And, something like this to round those over. We're going to hit OK. And then we can do a finished sketch, but I'm going to just go straight into the extrude. So I hit E. I'm going to select this area here, and we're going to do a cut. And it's facing the wrong way. So we can do to object. Excuse me, we're going to do all and do a flip. And then OK. So now we have a nice little radius here. So one of the things we can do is we can mirror this. So we can do this feature, but then we need the mirror plane. See that? So we're going to jump out of that. We're going to do a construct. We're going to do midplane. Uh-oh. Looks like we made this harder on ourselves than it needed to be. So watch this. We can back it up. We can do a midplane. We're going to pick this one and this one. That's going to plane in the center. Hit OK. And then watch this. We go right back in time. It's almost like cheating. And we will mirror. We're going to do our features here. We're going to select the object, this, and then our mirror plane is this. Okay. And we're going to come here to construction, and we're going to turn that one off so then it doesn't make it too cluttered. And look at that. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And we can mirror this handle over here. All right, we're just going to make another construction plane since they're so easy to make. And we're going to do a midplane. We're going to pick this side. We're going to pick this side. Hit OK. And then we're going to do a quick mirror. We're going to select this. Oops. I jumped out of it. So let's do our mirror for our component. So we're going to hit components. Excuse me. Bodies. I'm going to select bodies. We're going to select our mirror plane. And look at that. We now have our knife. And so here's the fun piece to this. We can come here. We can select properties. And we can select physical. And look at what we just learned. This is 25 and a half, or excuse me, this is 25 ounces. That means this is almost 2 pounds. This is the power of 3D modeling, which is we didn't do any waste. We didn't waste any material in a quick amount of time. Guess what we figured out? We figured out this knife is way too heavy. And this is a discussion we can have with our boss or with our client to say, maybe we need to pause on this. Like maybe we need to consider, like, are we happy with a nearly 2-pound knife? Or can we take a little bit of a break and put our heads together and figure out what we're going to do, because we might want to start putting some lightning panels in here. Maybe we want to change materials. Maybe we want to make some serious modifications. This is what I learned. I mean, now we can have real discussions. We can pull in the machinist. He can tell us what he thinks about this and how we can achieve our goals.